Oh, look at you. Yeah, Guy, you're actually first. So today, on today's episode of COVID and Coffee here, one of the, I think it was on the live from the other day or yesterday, whatever. Yeah, it definitely wasn't yesterday, I don't think. I don't know. They all crashed together. So my two-stroke has molasses in it, and that's because the last time I ran this thing, I just I kind of took out most of the fuel, and I believe where the pickup is on this thing, I think it's on one side versus the other. I do believe it's like a hump kind of thing. And this RC is basically still brand new. So what I'm going to do is clean out the molasses crap that's in there. It's just obviously it's from the fuel, just evaporating it and leaving behind the oil mixture and whatever other chemicals that are in fuel. So going to clean it out. It should be relatively easy. I think the cage comes off with clips. From what I'm seeing, it looks like the cage also comes off with clips. This is effectively a Red Cat. So this is like a Red Cat Dune Runner. The reason why I got this was because I wanted something that kind of reminded me of my Jackrabbit. My Jackrabbit that I had was a quarter scale. This one obviously isn't that, but I mean, it's close enough. It's a good size RC, and it had a gas motor. The one drawback is that this is the 23cc Fuelie motor, which is very anemic. Probably doesn't help that it's got the factory exhaust on there. I have been told that if I switch out the carburetor to a better carburetor, that I might get better flow, but no. The thing is that at times there is no replacement for displacement. So, and this thing just doesn't really have it. But I still want to crack this thing open, clean out its fuel system, and see if I can get it fired up. So I figured, since it's another crappy day outside, it's not a crappy day in here, because this is COVID and Coffee, and I am RC Guy Garage, your host. So someone had said I was missed in Tony's live. No, it wasn't Tony. Tony doesn't miss me over there. Tony doesn't miss me. But Owen Rogers was first. We got Little Bob. What's going on, man? 3187. Earl was over there. Yeah. What were they talking about yesterday? Anything good? Emily, what's going on, guy? Harold, good morning to you. Top of the morning, exactly. Rob's RC Insanity. Have a great. What, you taking off? Hey, you taking off already, guy? Have a great day. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Joe Girding, what's going on, guy? So like I said, so this is actually an Exceed marker. And the reason why I did end up getting this vehicle was because at the time, the price was absolutely right. To remember what that is, I don't remember. And do we talk about price on here? No, we don't. We no longer talk pricing. I gotta say, if you haven't checked out, if you haven't checked out Earl Moorhead's video and A-Main did a really good video as well, just like they always do. And I even think that I was shocked. You could once again, just like the fire team with Earl, you can actually hear the disappointment in his voice, to where the more expensive brand new Traxxas sludge had some quality control. Now, quality control issues. Is any of it really a big deal? Not if you know what to look for, which I think that's why it's great sometimes to have these little videos, because if you're new, like it's been talked about before, is that if you were brand new into the hobby and you went out to your hobby store and you picked up an RC, you wouldn't know, like with Earl's Traxxas Sludge, that you wouldn't know that that gear mesh is tight. You would possibly think that, well, this is the way it's supposed to be. You know, this is the way maybe the RC is supposed to sound, I guess. It's electric, so maybe it's supposed to have that whine. And it was just like, I get why Earl ran it, and he knew better that gear mesh was tight, but he's also kind of doing that thing where, you know, what kind of will happen, you know, I mean, what will happen when you just chuck a pack in and go out for a rip. So, and I want to say that's kind of what I do too. And I kind of have more of a nonchalant attitude about all of this stuff. Nonchalant, if you don't know what that is, just look it up in the Ask Google or ask, actually, how about we find out what that word means? Maybe I'm even pronouncing it wrong. Alexa, what's the definition for nonchalant?
The adjective nonchalant is usually defined as coolly unconcerned, indifferent, or unexcited, casual.
Yeah, so that's me, nonchalant. RC Nonchalant Guy Garage. Alexa, stop. And that's the way I kind of look at things. And that's also what provides a smile on my face for most of my life, is kind of having that casual, just, hey, whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever kind of attitude. So, that is bad that I did that to this RC. Like I said, it still has the tag on the gas tank. It still has the tag on the gas tank. That's how new this thing is. I was just, I was completely and totally underwhelmed with the way this thing drove. Number two were the tires and wheels that were on that thing. While they were fine, they were designed for probably a groomed track kind of thing. Where the tires and wheels that it has on it now, which these are the takeoffs from my DBXLE 2.0. And I think they're going to serve a better purpose maybe on this car. One thing that I did notice with the front suspension, though, is that I'm not getting full compression on the front suspension. It is ramming the shock. So I do have to check that out, see if I can do something about the front end. There is a possibility that I can't. But that also means that you can't just always throw on whatever tire and wheel combination that you want on any RC. You still have to check stuff. Now, I just threw these tires and wheels on here just because the tires and wheels were sitting, and I just wanted to see what the RC looked like. And it definitely gives it a better visual kind of appeal. But the way this suspension is set up, it's not set up for such a tall tire like this one. So I don't know if there's anything that I can do. I did like a lot of the things about this RC. I did like what appeared. It appeared to have a very rigid chassis. It appeared to have pretty substantial shock towers. The shocks seem fine. I mean, everything's built. It seems like it was ready to go for a rip. Red Cat's Dune Runner is basically the same exact thing as this. I think right down to literally everything. I think just the color scheme is different. So this is a good, I feel, good base platform to for me to kind of like, you know, grab a pretty good sized gas vehicle, RC car. So what do we got here? Big Cal, what's going on, guy? That's the difference between you, Earl, and the influencer. You and Earl do it from the heart. The influencers do it to influence. Yeah, so I kind of want to touch on that a little bit. I thank you. I definitely, I don't have this super zoomed into my face, right? No, I had it right. There's two settings. There's this one, and then there's this one. It automatically like zooms it out. So I think inevitably in some ways, that's why I had kind of asked that question. You know, am I an influencer? And you have to be careful because, man, So a lot of people seem to want to know, you know, what battery packs do you use? What brand of things do you use? The problem with that is I feel like sometimes I have a hard time recommending things because you'll get that, you know, 1 out of 1,000 or 1 out of 5,000, you know, battery packs that, you know, will fail. And you can see I've got an Ovonic shirt in the background, and I have that Ovonic shirt because I actually appreciate the fact that even like a battery company like that, they seem to have fairly good quality packs. Not every pack is perfect. And I want to say right here, I do not treat my packs with any kind of care except for that stupid one SPEKTRUM pack that I had. That one SPEKTRUM pack, I want to say that I did try to treat that pack really well, and that thing failed right away. So some people would probably say, oh, it's because you didn't use a No, it's not because I didn't use a SPEKTRUM charger. And if that's the case, then I never would ever want SPEKTRUM, like, I mean, packs and charges and whatever, because that's just garbage. I've got my DJI drone. I haven't flown that DJI drone in how long? And those battery packs, I can't even begin to explain to you. I got 5. I have 5 of those DJI drone battery packs. And I swear those things are what you call mint. Those really have technology built into them. Those are good cells. Very high quality. I haven't flown my drone in months. I mean, it might even be, God, it literally may be over a year since I've flown my drone. And if I go to open up that battery, you know, the case, the drone case, I guarantee each one of those 5 packs right now is at the same charge level. Now, is there a way for me to test like voltage on that? I think I could get like some probes in there and test it, but I think because knowing how good those batteries are and how good the manufacturer is, DJI, that I've got zero worry about those packs at all. But then you've got SPEKTRUM, and the first battery pack that I buy is a piece of garbage. So SPEKTRUM smart, SPEKTRUM not so smart. It's just another damn battery pack with a couple of little, it's got a little computer board in it that's a piece of crap. So still using crap cells. My SPEKTRUM battery died like fairly instantly. Just, yeah, garbage, man. So, yeah. So as far as like the influencer thing goes, like I was talking about Ovonic, I have had one Ovonic pack out of all the Ovonic packs that I've got. I have one Ovonic pack that's a 7600 that ballooned. Well, he ballooned. Yeah, ballooned. It was a hard pack, and it did puff, and it exploded the hard case. And I appropriately took that and I shoved it outside. It's actually on my front landscape wall right now. It's housed inside a cinder block with a couple of other batteries that I'm gonna do some testing on. Those batteries, there's a couple of them that have been outside for a couple of years now. And I want to see, do those batteries still have a charge, and will they accept a charge? And I do want to, you know, I want to do like, you know, scientific kind of RC Guy Garage experiments. I want to plug 120 direct from my circuit box right into one of those battery packs, and I want to see what happens. What's going to happen when you put 120 AC voltage to one of those batteries? Will it instantly explode, or will it charge? I just want to say, I have no idea what's going to happen, but I want to film it. But anyway, but like I was saying, go check out A-Main's video and check out Earl Moorhead's video on the Traxxas sludge. I'm kind of a little disappointed. And the funny thing is, maybe if A-Main saw Earl's videos, maybe their right rear wheel, which I think is the same exact wheel that Earl, not that it matters, but wouldn't it be funny if like there were lefts and rights like at the factory and like one person was designated to putting on a left side wheel and one person was designated to put on a right side wheel? I just did that opposite. Right side, left side guy. It's the other right. I don't know. Yeah. But go check out A-Main's video and Earl's video. It's eye-opening. It's eye-opening to the fact that no matter realistically what it is, even if it's an RTR, it's really not. I mean, it is. He ran it. It was technically ready to actually run. It did run. He put a battery pack in it and fired up. But maybe don't treat these things that way. Don't just take a box like what I feel like you used to. Don't just take a box and bring it to, wherever you're going with a, sealed up box and a brand new battery pack and just go out and think you're going to rip it, because if you rip it, you're going to end up ripping it apart. So I'm going to get back on this thing. Yeah. Fifth scale, exceed barca, gas, fuel system has molasses in it. Actually, it's probably more like not pancake batter. It's probably more like syrup. So, but it's going to be very easy to clean. Hopefully there's no damage inside the carburetor. I've come across this, many times with these two-stroke animals that, people leave bad gas in there. Just clean out the system and usually just check your fuel lines and check everything. And usually things, will fire up. It's just gas, man. It's just, again, like nitro. It wants to run. It's just, can you tune it to run? I don't know. What red cat do you recommend? Who? Me? What red cat? Like what? Like Gory Boggs. You talking to me? Guy, you talking to me? Don't forget, if you're asking me a question, do the RC, even if you do RCGG or something, that way I know that you're actually talking to me, because most of the time everybody's talking in here. Run the heck out of them. Still sitting around tinkering with a basher. It's going to break. Is killing runtime. Tinkering with a basher that's going to break is killing runtime. Yeah. I picked up an LMT on sale. Would you believe what all was wrong with it out of the box? You wouldn't believe what was wrong with it out of the box. An LMT, a Losi. Oh, a gas red cat? The only thing that I can say, I don't have a gas red cat, so how can I recommend that? What I will say is go over to Metz RC's channel and also go over to Steel City RC. If you want to see on the red cat aspect of gas vehicles, Metz RC has an MTXL. Is that what he's got? He's got a red cat truck, like 4x4 monster truck. And then Steel City RC also is he's got a red cat. He's got the actual Dune Runner. And yeah, he's done actually Steel City's done a bunch of upgrades to a bunch of vehicles. He's an actual real auto mechanic. And what's cool is he takes obviously his knowledge, just like Earl, takes his knowledge and puts it into the RC world, which is great. Me, I'm just a hack. I just take broom sweeping technology and put it into RC stuff. So Barry King, come on, guy. Just say what the issue was. Let's see. Guidance and education without pushing the product, just straight up truth. Here's how this particular car worked for me, and here's what broke and did not break, and here's how to fix it. Jeremy, yeah, that's a good statement. That's definitely what Earl does. You don't recommend any batteries to no one. You know what's funny is that I initially did recommend HRB because I don't know if you've noticed. Here, I'll show you. So you no longer see HRB on my thing here. You do still see the USA, and that wasn't going to go away, but you don't see HRB on this bench anymore. And there's a reason for that. Initially, having the packs, and like I said, I am really not a good source for I'm not a good source of information for the way things should be done. Do you know what I mean? Like the manufacturer recommended way of doing things is not what I do by any means. I never have been that way, and I just can't. I just won't be that way. I'm not going to be restricted to, how a manufacturer says I should do something. I mean, there's certain things, but even then, sometimes I don't listen, and I'm okay with that. And do I ever pay the price? I don't even know. I don't know if I ever pay the price or not. I want to say maybe I do, but it's the damn guy. You're killing me, guy. Thank you for that. I can't even see what you said. It disappeared too quick. Everybody, how's it going? Oh, dude, you just saying hello? How's it going, guy? You know what? I wish I was at that. I got to tell you. So I've been wishing that I was at that 30,000, because once you get to 30,000 subscribers, you can enable something called badges or whatever. And I hope my channel to get there this year. We'll see. I kind of been slacking pretty bad, but it's just because I got other stuff I got to do, man. It's just, whatever, the excuse. But I hope to get to 30,000. I wanted to actually get past 30,000. I just don't think it's going to go, because you got to put the work into it. And I don't know if I've got the ability to put that kind of work into making my channel go past 30,000. So, but there will be, once it's available, there will be those badge things enabled. Just because I know that there's a few people that are literally like, they are part of the group, and they will probably always stay and be part of the group as long as this thing hangs around, this channel hangs around. And I think it's cool that, YouTube kind of provides those little perks that you can put out there for people that, are kind of want to show, I guess, that support kind of deal. So, and I like that. I actually do like it. So, but yeah. Let's see. Center diff hanging loose. Decals on crooked, shock sticking, missing kingpin. Well, dude, are you sure you didn't get a used RC? Did you get a return? Maybe you got a return. Wow, guy. I thought you were just going to say, like, there was only, like, one thing wrong with it. Maybe you should have returned it. Holy crap. I think Arrma's next drop will be a 1/5 Typhon 8S. Yeah, I don't know, man. Lindsay, what's going on, guy? C Stone, good morning to you. You're still pushing for 200 subs, so you're doing great. Yeah. You gotta, Wally's World, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Wally's World, I hope you got better weather than the 15 degrees that you had. Like you said, you had 15 degrees yesterday. I hope you got better than that. We're at 49 right now, so I don't know if you're New Hampshire or Maine. I think you're NH. But, yeah. So, I'm just going to pop the pit. Monster Jam, guy. You're killing me, guy. Thank you. Monster Jam, thank you, man. I definitely appreciate that. Samoan Pride, what's going on, guy? 40s today. Nice. 40s, but probably kind of wet weather, right? All right, so I'm going to dive into this, start actually working on it. I think that's enough talk. Like I said, if anybody's got any questions, for me specifically, I probably won't be able to give you an accurate answer on anything, but just make sure you do the RC Guy Garage. That way it'll show up as like a little red block. And that way I know you're talking to me. So, or you can do like Monster Jam. You can throw in some cash. Throw cash, dude, because come on, cash. What do they say? They say cash is king, right? Throw some cash. Nah, whatever. You don't have to throw cash. Yeah, you do. All right, so just got body pins holding this thing on. I think it's like 5 body pins, 2 per side, and then 1 center one, and the same thing on this side. The reason why I stopped driving this thing, well, number one, because it's super slow. So, but this thing basically is brand new. Oh, it is brand new. It's brand used new. So, tank has got a little thing there to pop. But what I did want to do is get off the cage, and it looks like trying to see if the cage just pops. It does have clips. There's clips on the back, but there's one clip right there. I'm not sure what the deal with that is. But I need to get this tank out of here. So hopefully that's all it is just clips. And I am going to use a thing here because I can't seem to grab these clips without using a little rip pliers. So I will have to undo the throttle brake servo, looks like. So we got a clip here. And clip on the back over here. And I'm hoping you can see the cage attaches right there. So it looks like, and I do actually have a clutch for this thing too. So, I'd call it like a higher stall clutch. So let me see. So it looks like I've got to somehow. So what was the point of that? If this really isn't. And so this brace right here needs to come off. I wonder how that's on there. See how there's like a block here? I wonder if that just goes down and in. I don't know. Looks like the rear end is separated, I think. Right? Is that separated? Yeah, so the rear end is separated. It looks like that. There's a couple of screws right there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take off the throttle linkage thing here. Is it that one? No, it's too big. See if that's what. Just seems kind of odd. How that is. So that comes up. How is that in there? I have to take off those side things. I wonder if I've got to take off those sides. Why is this way? The only reason why I want to take that off is just to gain total access here. So somehow Something's tied in there. Yeah, these wheels look very familiar. Yes, they do. So somehow I think this is bolted. Oh, yeah, there is a bolt or something, I think, from underneath. So I got to get these little side skirt things off. So let's see. So it looks like 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull all of these off, just to see if that's what the issue is here. I didn't do a good job of cleaning up because I ended up just tossing things everywhere. See if I've got what I need to pop this open here. It's not that. What the heck size is it? It's not that one. It's not that one. Where's the one I'm looking for here? Does anybody else feel like they need like a mega sized bench to work on stuff? I gotta tell you, I hate putting stuff away. Hey, that's the one. Yeah, lift. Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. What's going on there with that one? Why did that strip out like that so fast? All right, so it is bolted from underneath. So you can see right there. It's bolted from underneath. So there's probably something on this side too. So we got one bolt here. And that cage is loose there. And then the same thing right. This one's different. What is up with that? That's the other side is different. What the heck is that screw from? Where the heck did that screw come from? Oh, the circle. Well, that was fast. All right, where's my trash bucket? All right. Yeah. What am I looking at there? Oh, okay, wait a minute. There is one here. That might have done it. Let's see. Does that pull the cage off? No, it doesn't. Something is still holding on to the other side. So, let's see what we got here. So it's like a block. So it looks like I've got to take off this plate right here. It's the plate for the brake, I think. Because it looks like that's a square block. Yeah, it's some kind of square block, I think. And how am I going to get those? Let's see. Oops, just lost the spring. So get this throttle rod out of here. It's not going to get out of there because the fuel lines are in the way. All right. Fuel just, or should I say molasses, just leaked everywhere. That's the molasses. Oh, that smells. That smells. Oh my God. You want to talk about lacquer? Furniture lacquer? That's what that smells like. Wow. That fuel is bad. Holy moly. All right, so what's going on here? Oh, it does just pop off. I was going to say, it doesn't make any sense if that block would stay like that. So that can stay. All right, where are we here? So get the fuel tank out. Looks like it's just a couple of pins. Hardcore, what's going on, guy? And got a fuel line on the other side. I did want to kind of get this out of the way, but kind of can't until I get the fuel line off. So I just want to get these pins kind of in a safe location. Get this brake linkage. And also the spring and the washer fell down inside as well for the brake. So let's see. Look on this side. God, the gear is massive in that thing. All right. Let's see. Why did I go to this side? Forget why I went to this side. Why did I flip it to this side? Is it just to get the tank out? Oh, yeah, that's right. Just to connect the other fuel line. So that's one of those push pin things. That. So I'm going to pry up on that centerpiece. But I want to see where I can get to that fuel line. It's right there. Let's see. So what I need to do is I need to get something in there just to kind of push that line off. There we go. More fuel should piss out. Nope, nothing. Beautiful. All right. Now I can go ahead and get this little throttle linkage rod out of there. Now these, you gotta pop these little center pin things here. Or you don't. Maybe you don't. I guess you just gotta pull the... It's got clips on the bottom. I thought these were those little push pins. They kind of are. Where is it? Right there. More clips. Pop this nasty tank out. So, get the little washer that was in there, and then the spring. Oh, what happened to the spring? Did the spring already fall out? So the mud wasn't that bad, but there you go. That's basically what's left. That's oil. So technically, to be honest, you know what, man? I'm going to tell you something right now. With the way, this isn't as bad as I thought it was. I really thought that was mud. That's not. That's actually not bad. And it is a hump tank because of that drive shaft. It's really not bad. It's got a bad smell to it, but you know what? I could have just added gas to this. I am wasting my time right now. This is absolutely wasting my time. All I would have to do, it is actually down enough to where that minimal amount of fuel, I could check the filter inside, but I'm going to tell you right now, I wouldn't have one hesitation. Looking at what this is, I thought this was mud. It's not. It's bad fuel, but it doesn't matter, man. I could prime the crap out of that thing and get fuel into this thing and fire it up right now. I'm going to do it. There isn't enough trash in this. There definitely isn't enough trash in this. This thing would fire. No problem. I'm going to fire it up. I am literally going to fire it up right now. I am not going to waste my time taking this thing apart. That's how much confidence I got in two-stroke. All right. While I'm here, I will clear out the sand from underneath. All of my small engine equipment is so used and abused. Like, I mean, I leave my pressure washer, DeWalt 3600 PSI pressure washer outside in the snow in the winter. Outside. And every year I go out there and I fire that puppy up and it just fires right up. So there shouldn't be any reason why this thing shouldn't fire. This thing should just run. There's no trash in that tank, really. Look at that. That's just mix oil right there. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm firing this. I'm literally just going to fire it up. I am wasting precious time here. I'm wasting your guys' precious time. All right. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It smells so bad, though. Oh, my God. That's like the worst smelling fuel that I have smelt in years. There was a 73 Camaro that I fired up for a buddy of mine. That was part of the story that I was talking about when I was saying, when I was a kid, you'd look in people's backyards as you were driving by, and sometimes it worked out to my benefit. There was a 73 Camaro that was stuffed in the woods. It was actually on the opposite side of the person. Oddly, the person owned the property where his house was with his garage and his, yard, but he also owned the property that was directly across the street from it. Now, I never got any answer, but it was his property. But there was a 73 Camaro that was stuffed out in the woods, and I went there and I fired that damn car. That thing hadn't been started for years, and that gas was bad. That gas was bad. I didn't run that gas through the car. All right. No, this thing is just brand new. This thing is brand new, man. Why did I stop driving this, man? Just because it's anemic. I wonder if I put a pipe on this, if that would change. Like, I mean, obviously it would do something, but people were telling me to change the carb out and I would get a little bit more of a positive result. But man, aren't the carburetors like $100? I'm not into spending unnecessary money right now. Yeah, I'm just going to add gas. I'm going to put this all back together. This was a waste of time. 100%. The fuel lines, though, are kind of, I will say, though, the fuel lines are kind of bad. Yeah. Maybe I could just empty what's in here out. I'm going to take what's in here and I'm going to empty it onto a paper towel so you can see at least what the fuel. Well, maybe I'll empty it out into this little tin right here so you can see how nasty it is. It literally just looks like mix oil. I ain't taking this apart. No way. I'm just firing this thing up. Although, you know what? That spark plug boot looks horrible. Looks like the spark plug boot is a little compromised here. I should put some silicone on that. That spark plug boot. That. But it's not going to arc on anything because there's no metal. Should put some tape on it or some glue or something. Come on, get off. Yeah, that's nothing. There's no issue there. That's me. All right. Yeah, this was 100% waste of time. Why isn't it staying 0? All right. Let's just see what this fuel looks like. Yeah, that's mix oil. That's literally mix oil. That probably would have been a benefit. Look how clean that is. That is clean. That probably would have been a benefit to leave that in there. There's a little sludge in there. That would have been a benefit. Look at that. Look how thick it is, though. It literally just looks like mix oil. Yeah, I'm going for it. Just going for it. All motors want to run. Whether they run good or not, that's to be determined. So you can see these fuel lines are a little funky here. I might even leave that alone too. Yeah, you know what? I'm just doing it. It's all getting put back together. Forget that. Don't waste my time here. Total waste of time. This thing was ready to rip. I should just add a gas. I know better than this. Just add gas and rip. Oh, come on, over. Dropping stuff. Where's that pinhole? Right there. Totally just wasted a whole bunch of time for nothing. Made a clean spot in the bench. I didn't find the spring though, did I? Where'd the I think there was a spring. Where'd the spring go? Wasn't there a spring? Maybe there wasn't. I thought there was a spring. RC challenge, what's going on, guy? Addicted, what's going on? You're with Chef. I'm pretty sure everyone can guess what we're doing. What? Yeah, we're going to fire it up. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, guy. do have to get that Alexa device out of there, because I know I'm going to waste that thing. Let's see, where's that hole? What's the hole for this thing? Right there. Total waste of time. Come on. What's the hole for it? What the heck? Hole's right there. Come on, are you serious? Can't even see the hole. Come on. I'll lose my mind over this one clip here. It's just hard to get in, I guess. Come on, man. What the hell? There we go. All right. Stick her off of here. What's that say? Danger flammable. No kidding. I'm literally just I'm gonna fire this up with my backpack blower juice that I've got. But these lines are a little stiff though. I'm not liking that. I wonder if that could also just cause a leak. Those lines are pretty stiff. I think this needs new fuel lines. It is going to need new fuel lines. Certainly does feel that way. This one, I'm going to just shorten this one. Let's see. Actually, linkage rod. I'm going to screw myself. Got to get that linkage rod on there. Yeah, these fuel lines definitely seem... they've definitely seen better days here. I thought there was a spring on this. Maybe there wasn't. Maybe it was literally just a washer and the collet. Is that all it was? Was just a washer and a collet? I thought there was a spring. I got the washer right here. Maybe it was just a... Maybe it was just the... Maybe it was just that. I thought for some reason there was like a washer. Yeah, maybe not. No, there wasn't, was there? No, because the spring wouldn't be strong enough on that. All right. Well, that servo didn't move anywhere, so that would go on right there. So I guess there was no spring. It was just a little washer deal. So let's see. Throw this little linkage back on. You can see the mud is right there. But it's not going to affect anything, man. It's just, I'm going to prime the crap out of it. And the thing is going to fire. Just prime the crap out of it. Now, this went on either the inside or the outside. I don't remember. It all depends upon how much throw. I'm going to go for inside. Go for inside just to see what it looks like. Yeah, maybe it was the inside. I'm gonna go with that right there. Damn, I should have just fired this up. I should have just said screw it. I don't know why I'm trying to treat this thing like I treat nothing else. I don't treat anything with care. Where'd my driver go? Barry King. Warning labels suck. Yes, they do. Warning labels are for wimps. Did that supposed to have a washer on it? I don't know. While I'm here, if I just check a couple of things, make sure things are tight. What I don't know is I don't remember if that collet. That's full beans right there. So what I should check though, cut almost has a little bit of an appearance like it should be on the outside, but if it's on the outside, it's going to give it more throw. And something's up. It's not actuating the brake. Why is that? There's no brake. There's no brake. That's interesting. Yeah, so if that was on the outside, it would rub against the filter. So it was on the inside, but there's no brake. That seems a little odd. Look at that. Zero brake. Did this thing have no brakes and I just didn't know? Because that's what that's saying. That is literally saying that has no brake. Huh. That's new. So let's see. Where do I get brakes from here? So that's too much. So I'm going to have to get the, I'm going to have to fire up the electronics just to see where the endpoint is. I'm pretty sure I didn't move that servo. So I'm going to say right there. Because the servo should blip a little bit, I think. Maybe there was a spring. Maybe there was a spring. Maybe it was just a really high... Did it somehow get stuck in there? Whoa. There's definitely no spring in there. That seems weird. Brake off. Brake definitely on now. Huh. I don't know, man. I don't know if there was a spring there. Oh, Mets, guy, while you're here, is there supposed to be a spring there? Mets, guy, is there supposed to be a spring there? Yes or no? For the break. Glad you're here. On your MTXL. Yes, need. Ah, so there is a spring. I lost it somehow. Crap. All right. Well, I was wondering why this call it was. Ah, damn it. Somehow I lost the spring. Where? Crap. Ah, no. Was there a spring there, man? Damn it. Where the heck did the spring go? It went into the brake. Oh, no. Dude, I just slammed the RC, too, just to see if I could find a spring. Ah, nothing's shaking out. Dang. Oh, I think I just found it. No stinking way. This can't be it. That? Nah, dude, is that the spring? Maybe that's it. That's the only spring that's on here, but that thing is... What the hell is that? I'm going to go with Matt saying that's the spring. Matt says that's it, guys. That's the only spring that's on here. That thing is tiny. Yeah, dude, that looks a bit small. Yeah. I'm going to throw it on there, though. You know what? I think that is it. Oops. All right. Yeah, actually, that looks right, doesn't it? Yeah, that looks right. That's more like it. All right. So now, yeah, now I got to adjust that. Thank you, Mets. See, it's always good to have people that know their stuff when I don't, because I don't know nothing. Yeah, that makes sense. Now it's got brakes. But that spring does look tiny, though, doesn't it? But it looks like it fits, though. The spring looks like it fits the... Looks like it fits the spot. Nice and clean, brand new looking like the whole rest of the RC. All right. I can adjust that later. But, yeah. These fuel lines, though. These fuel lines are looking pretty sad. I could definitely see air. I'm going to cut this one off. Start over fresh. That way it has a tight seal. This is just the return line anyway. So let's see. Can I get that on there? There we go. And then this one, seems like this one is a little, I can shorten this one up too, a little bit. Get my fingers in there. to get needle nose pliers in there. See if I can get that fuel line on there a little bit better. There we go. That's better. No chafing. That's wide open. That gives me break. All right, yeah, I'm just going to add fuel and fire this up. Fire it up without electronics. Don't even need electronics to fire it up. It does have still some mud in there or some shellac, but that should be fine. It's clean shellac. All right. What am I doing? Need to bring this outside. Totally unnecessary to even waste my time cleaning that out. I'm just setting up stuff outside just to fire this thing up. Check Messenger. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How do I check Messenger? How do I check it? I can't. Let me see. Messenger. Oh, what the hell is that? Oh, no, that's iPad Messenger. I'm not iPad, am I? Continue. Wait a minute. Where is Facebook? Facebook? Messenger? Oh, come on. What do you mean add my number? I don't think I've ever done Messenger on this. Oh, there we go. Mike Metz. Guy, you're missing one of the collars on the back side of the brake. Ah. Oh, and there's fuel tubing that I'm missing too somehow. Why? Because you think that will come off? I don't know, man. Maybe this rod is different. But I see what you're saying, like a safety kind of thing. I think I have these collars too. Yeah, I see what you're saying. And I'm missing fuel, that piece of fuel tubing too. Maybe, you know what's funny? Maybe because this is not a dung runner. It's not a red cat. Maybe that was one of the options that I didn't pay for. getting it cheaper. Got it cheaper because it was missing pieces. Thank you for that, man. Now, see, that's awesome, man. People sending stuff. God, you need this. It's going to explode. All right. I'm going to take it out just like this. I don't need to have anything in the way, no cages or anything. Just need to fire it up, throw some fuel in it. So I'm going to take you guys outside. And we're just going to fire it up without a remote. It's just a gas motor. It's just a gas motor. All right. So I got this to kind of protect my seat from dirt, or it's going to put more dirt on it. Oh, it's actually, I'm excited, man. I'm actually pumped that I'm firing this thing up. You forget stuff, you know? You forget, like, certain types of fun that you have, you know? So So I'm just going to grab some fuel, put some bone through it. I got my own sweet mix of fuel right here. I'm going to grab a funnel. Now, when you looked at Earl's 5T, man, his fuel system had so much crap in it. I wonder if that's supposed to be as loose as that is. That doesn't seem right. Actually, with this spout, might not need that. I just didn't want to get fuel all over my chair. When Earl opened up his fuel system, and he keeps his cars in mint shape, man. This was just left for dead. So, let's see. It's just a momentary switch. So I'm just going to give it a couple of pulls, just because it hasn't been pulled. The mud is in there. Is there a choke on this thing? No. I thought there was a choke on this thing. Isn't that funny? There's no... Nice! I wonder if like servos actually work. Nice. Why did I even doubt that thing? Definitely shouldn't have even doubted that. Oh man, I wish it was a crappy day. Oh, I want to rip this thing now. All right, no issue. No issue whatsoever. All right. I don't know what I was thinking. I shouldn't have doubted that thing. Should have known it was just going to fire up. What an idiot. Let's see. Fuel system looks like it's going to be clogged. Nope. 100% zero issue. And I could have left that mix right in there. Thing of beauty. Is that leaking fuel? No, it's not. Let's make sure it's not leaking. Actually, you know what? It is leaking. So that seal, I think that seal is a little loose right there. That's fuel. So that is leaking. I could probably put some gasket material around that. So that is leaking. This little thing here is compromised. Maybe it doesn't matter though. Come on. All of my equipment leaks. It's better for the environment. Giving back to the earth. Yeah, it's definitely leaking. So that seal on that is bad. Maybe it just needs to be maybe it just needs to be, you know, wetted up a little bit with the fuel. You can see it leaking. Yeah. So it looks like I might have to just go ahead and get a new tank seal, like the whole hoses, everything, fuel lines. But knowing me, I'm just going to run it. I might be able to take like some type of a silicone and maybe silicone around here just to kind of seal it off for now. Yeah, it's leaking. Does it leak this way? Yeah, look at that. It leaks like a sieve. That's no good. What I would say is that, you know, I would think that maybe the fuel would want to soften up the rubber, but it probably won't. Yeah, all right. Well, whatever. I know that I can run it. It'll just leak fuel everywhere. Should not have doubted that thing for a second. So, but it's not fast by any means. It's a dog. Stinking loud too. All right. So I can go ahead and put this thing back together. Rip it, guy. I will. Well, I'm going to rip the fuel that's in there out of there anyway. That's obviously why the dirt was kind of sticky on the bottom of here. It was obviously because this must have been leaking originally, is my guess. But all I need to do is, if I really care, is I could just get a new grommet and fuel lines and whatever. And at least that way it'll keep it, you know, more clean and where the fuel is supposed to stay. So yeah, no, this is awesome, man. This thing is technically brand new. So the other thing I should probably check is, I don't know what's going on in there. I don't know if I don't even know what was in there. I don't know if it was, if it's batteries or if it's a lipo thing. I can't remember. I honestly don't remember. So something has got to be in here for electrification. Oh, it was a pack, which is probably dead now. All right. Well, I might as well see if this thing will take a charge. Oh. Charge, discharge, and store battery inside a fireproof container only. So this is probably junk. I'm going to go, I'm going to just see if I can charge it up right now. See where it's at. I charge it right here. Let's see what this thing is doing. So, does this have a plug on it? No, this doesn't have a plug on it. Oh, yes, it does. Right there. So, let's see what we're looking at here. Need to plug it in first. All right. T240 Duo. Let's see if this battery is junk. Let's see. What is this, NiCad? And current. Put it at 2 amps. Start. Battery disconnect error. So I'm guessing that this thing is completely dead. Oh, it was on the wrong stupid channel. 2 amps, start. No, so we'll see what happens. The other thing I should do is check my other battery pack that I got. The one that this little Trinity power pack. I should see if I could charge that thing too while I'm at it for the T-Max. Yeah. Where's the thing? And I don't know where my charge wires are. What a big surprise there. Where's my charge wires? Nothing. What the heck are my charge? Ah, there we go. Got this big octopus of a. It's got every cable known to man. I could charge anything on this thing. Go ahead, plug it in. Find the appropriate little plug, little servo plug. Plug this bad boy in. Channel 2, channel 1. And we will charge it at, does it say? Just charge it, same thing. And they're both taking juice. All right. So, where are we? So, what is happening? I should have known, man. Like I said, I should have known. I shouldn't have doubted. Really shouldn't have doubted that thing wasn't going to start. Everything was clean. It wasn't like it had really bad fuel in it. I mean, it did. The primer bulb had the primer bulb had a little bit of syrup in it, but that other oil, man, that is literally just mixed fuel, mixed oil right there. There is a little bit of trash in it, and the smell is absolutely horrid. So, but yeah, that thing fired right up, I want to say. So it's still going to be an anemic car to run, but it will be nice to actually be able to run it, I guess. I just want to charge up that hump pack thing right there. Also charging up that Trinity. I don't know how long I've had this little hump pack thing there. Nickel metal hydride Trinity Nitro Power 6-volt 1150 milliamp pack. I don't know how long I've had that thing for, but it's not like there's a date code on it or anything. Says it's made in Japan, so that means it's good quality. Well, you would think it's good quality. Let's see what happens. See if that thing will provide some power. I do have to locate the thing here. Do I have a kill switch on this? Absolutely not. Nope. Don't need it. Not scared. So if it runs away and it was meant to be. If it runs away, it's doing the right thing. It's running away from me. So, yeah, I just got to find the radio for this thing. So make sure the servos work. I'm sure everything's fine. So surprisingly, wow. That was pretty mint. The only other thing that I would think about doing ever is like opening up that front and rear differential just to see what's going on inside. But you know what? I'm just going to run it. And again, like I said before, if you haven't seen the latest video with Earl Moorhead cracking open his Traxxas sludge, go check it out. Also, A-Main did a very good video recently that I just saw this morning. A-Main always does, in my opinion, very good videos. And maybe if A-Main had watched Earl Moorhead's video, they would have maybe not have a tire blow off. So that thing was a stinking. I don't think I've ever seen a flatter tire. That literally, when they talk about flying saucers, man, that really did look like a plate. It was that thin. So, and it looked like it happened pretty quick. So you get the Traxxas sledge there, or sludge, I call it. Make sure you check your glue on your tires. But that should be anything. I'm actually pumped, man. I'm psyched. I should check out the front suspension on this. I know the rear is fine. The front, it seems like I might have an issue with the front. So, anyways, Earl, what's going on, guy? Good morning. Nitro, what's up? Mike Gregory, what's going on, guy? Mets, made in Japan, right? Trinity, made in Japan, man. That's some real deal stuff. Like, you know, what's funny is when I was going over some of my old stuff, like I said, Allison chains right here. You get the Allison chain. I almost want to fire this up. This is, you know what this is. This is the made in USA Novak Rooster. Reversible. This is when they had reversible. Ooh, it's got reverse. I think I want to fire this thing up. I might even make a little adapter for that, so I'm not chopping that off. But I do think I've got some packs for this. But check that out, man. A Novak reversible. I should take this and put this in the RC10 just to kind of keep like the nostalgia going. I mean, here's my Traxxas. Here's my Traxxas Novak. My Traxxas Serviced by Traxxas, made in the USA. Manufactured by Novak. I can't read the rest of it. What does the rest of that say? Manufactured by Novak. It's got like a bunch of small little words that I can't see. What's that say? Just Racing Electronics. Made in the USA. Someone was saying that there's a place in China that's called USA so that they can put made in the USA. Model 3014. One touch setup. 14.4 volts, baby. And then the rooster right there. One touch setup. Novak. Oh man, I think I should. I think I should. I need to get what do I need to get for that thing? I might even have like an old Team Associated motor that I could revamp. Wouldn't that be wild? To literally bring back, like I have a stock Team Associated motor. It's got me thinking. The only thing that wouldn't be, I don't have a, I could almost go full old. You know what I mean? Like, the only thing I don't have is I don't have a receiver for my pistol grip transmitter that I got, the Futaba. I think it's a Futaba. It's either a Futaba Junior or a Futaba Sport, the trigger one. And that's when they were making the handles look like guns. And I remember as a kid, I remembered, and they did things, come on. You know manufacturers do things in a specific way on purpose. So they made to, it's saying one of the batteries is charged. It says the 1150 is charged. So battery pack 1 says it's fully charged. Battery pack 2 is still climbing. So battery pack number 1 is holding at 7.21 volts is what it says the voltage is. I could check that on a Tesla. Where was I? What was I talking about? Oh, the Futaba. Come on. I remember being a kid and when they switched over to the, steering wheel controllers, the pistol grip, it was called a pistol grip, right? They made them look like guns. And I remember being a kid going, wow, it looks like a gun. You know what I mean? Come on, even the way it's all shaped and the way it's designed, they knew what they were doing. They knew how to appeal, and I want to say to young boys, they knew how to appeal, make anything in the shape of a gun and they're going to want it. It's just funny. Yes, town called USA, China. So he changed it to Made in America. So I wonder, is this not made in USA? Is this not made in USA? This rooster? Novak? That'd be funny. Yeah, it probably isn't, huh? Where is it? It's in China? Alexa, show me a map of USA, China.
Here's something I found on the web. According to wikipedia.org, East China and South China straddle along the Pacific Ocean, with the South China Sea to the south and the East China Sea and Yellow Sea to the east.
Alexa, where is USA, China?
Here's something I found on the web. According to ivypanda.com, the USA is the country which tries to control others in their development and gaining democratic issues, and Panama and China are the countries which remain under the USA control.
It just won't say it. Alexa, stop. Yeah, but either way, I think that's actually a good idea, man. Who said that? Who said that I should use the old stuff, as much old stuff as I got, to go ahead and electrify that Team Associated RC10. Pretty sure I bought this in I'd have to say I probably bought that either late 80s or early 90s is my guess. Might be late 80s. That's how old this thing is? I should see if this thing powers on. I should see if this thing powers on. That'd be step one. Switch works. Let's I'm gonna see if I can find a battery that goes onto this. It doesn't say how many volts this thing will take though. I think that's the one thing I'm gonna have to see, but I'll put a regular 7.2 pack to this thing if I've got one. Do I have a 7.2 pack? I might only have 9.6. I might even have old Trinity. I might even have an old Trinity pack. Probably junk, but that'd be wild. That would be pretty stinking wild. To power up an RC10 with some old, just old stuff. Old Team Associated motor. I know I've got one. That would be pretty slick. I gotta get rid of this oil. Just put it right in my trash. So that's end charge. This one is still taking the charge. But yeah, I should put a thing to that. See what happens. I got this Venom 7.2. It's got a Traxxas connector on it, but if I put one of these on there, will that work that way? No, I need the other kind, which I might not. Is this it? That'll work. That's that. That's that. We can use this. See if this has a charge in it first. How about that guy? So this is all charged up. Let's see if this pack has any juice in it. The Octo plug here. Channel 1, 7.2, stop, back. What is this? And yeah. Oh, it's got 0. It says it's got 0 volts in it. 0.64 volts. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it was 8. It says it's 8.6. Oh, let's just see what happens. Should be able to get like a light or something off of this thing. Oh, no way. No way. Look what I just found. You have got to be kidding me. Holy crap. Channel 84. No way. Check that out. Holy crap. Dude, I could run everything. Oh, you got to be kidding me. I don't know where my team associated motor is, but I do have an old Le Mans motor. Kyosho Le Mans. Oh, I know I've got a team associated though. Unless I chucked it. And I don't know if the coloring is... I don't know if that's heat. It looks like that's almost heat. I wonder if this motor will fire up. Oh, check it out. That is awesome. Holy crap. Look at that. It's even got the antenna tube and everything. I totally forgot that I had this. Holy moly. That is pretty slick. All right, let's... Oh, check this out. Check out this Novak. Team Novak. Right here. I wonder if this controller works. ESC. Wonder why it's apart. Wonder why this is apart. Look at that. That is pretty crazy. Man, why is this apart? Must have taken it apart for something. Almost looks like a... Oh, the heat sinks is missing. I wonder if it melted off. Yeah, sometimes you hold on to stuff and you just don't know why. And this is one of those ones I don't know why. Yeah, it looks like the reverse heatsink thing, MOSFET thing, is missing. Yeah, it must be what it is. Probably heated up and melted right off. That's my guess. Back cover anyway. Team Novak T4. Wonder how old this is. I'm guessing I got this one first. I know I've got a, or at least I used to have, a reedy motor. Team Associated stock RC10 motor. Holy crap. Wow. Magnets feel mint, bearings feel mint. Holy smokes. I knew I had it. Could bring an RC10 back to life with all old crap. There you go. Joel Magic Johnson. 1987 World Champion motor. Trinity. Holy smokes. Man, I remember like the biggest thing was venting of the motors and everything. That was big. Like, yeah, you got to get the motor with the holes. The more holes, the better. This feels locked up. Wow. That's nuts, man. All right, anyway. I think it's good. I am going to eventually, I don't know, at least I got some kind of like project kind of things that I can just mess around with. You know, what do they call it? They call it rainy day little projects. So I just got to put this thing back together, throw the hump pack back in once it's fully charged, find the radio for it, and get this thing running. So, yeah. Maybe I could put a bigger motor in this. I don't know. We'll run it, see what happens, see if the thing's any good. I don't remember. I just remember it being wicked slow. I do have like that 8K clutch for it. I think that's what it is. I do have outerwears for this thing. I just stopped. It was all noise and no fun. But maybe it's because I didn't really take it anywhere. And having these tires on it, maybe the tires will make it a little bit better to run. We'll see. So it looks like I got a couple of projects that I can maybe mess around with, tinker with, whatever. Maybe I'll just do like this super ultra long live. Like, just grab the RC10 and clean up some of these old electronics and throw stuff together. And does anybody know, like, can I upgrade this through Traxxas, like, for minimal money? I think that would be cool if I could do that. EVX2 waterproof 16.8 volt ESC. Wonder if I could do that. It still has the stinking tag on it. Wonder if I could do that. Wonder if that would be worth it. I wonder if, like, I could, like, you know, just pay a couple extra bucks to get a more upgraded Traxxas ESC. I should call them up and see if that's something that's a possibility. I think this, pretty sure this came in my, what did this come in? I don't remember what this came in. My Revo? I think this came in my Revo. I don't think this was... No, wait a minute. All right. This, I think, was my Revo. This, I think, is my EMAX, because it says Traxxas on it. This must be the ESC from my Traxxas EMAX. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Revival of old electronics. I don't know. I don't know if that's even possible. Vito, what's going on, guy? No matter how much you have. What's Joe trying to do? Thinking about getting another set of axles, trans. Oh, okay. We're talking about racing now. I think. Recreation. What's going on, guy? Vince, I guess what's going on? Like a half hour ago. All right. I think I'm good. So that's where this live stream is ending. This was just 2-stroke gas RC bad fuel. Kind of should have put a question mark there. With this one, I don't know. Maybe this thing sat for 2 years. Maybe it was a year and a half. Maybe it was only a year. It's been a while since I've ran it. The fuel, I guess the gas basically just evaporated. It really wasn't as dirty or bad as I had thought it was. When I had peered the camera inside, it definitely looked like there was a lot more going on in there, but maybe that was just shadow. Maybe it was just the way the camera was faced in there. Maybe it just made it look like it was worse than it was, but there really wasn't sludge in there. And whatever was in the primer bulb, with the way a primer bulb works is once it's primed, all it does is backfeed that fuel back into the tank. So I think it's good. It looks like the seal on the tank is bad. It looks like it was bad, probably originally. I don't know. Metz says he thinks I'm missing a collar on the end of the brake thing, but this is a lesser expensive RC, so maybe this one never had it. I suppose that's a possibility. It would make sense that it would kind of be on there because, you know, it would kind of draw that back a little bit when I went full throttle or whatever, or just make it so that that rod wouldn't pop out. But maybe the rod on this one is just a little bit longer, and because this is a lesser expensive model, maybe it just didn't have those extra little options. So, yeah, I guess that's it. So we're looking at, a live stream of almost 2 hours. That's not too bad. Like I said, I might do a revival of that RC10 and throw all old stuff that I've got in it. Fire up that... I couldn't believe it. I didn't even realize that I actually had that receiver. Fire up the old radio, another eye poker antenna deal, channel 84, whatever. It's just crystals, so all I got to do is I've got the crystal in something, whatever channel that is. It's either going to be one of my stick transmitters or it's actually that pistol grip transmitter that I got, Futaba. It's either a Futaba Junior or a Futaba Sport. I think the Futaba Sport was the less expensive one. So most likely, knowing my upbringing, I had the less expensive one, which was still expensive for me when I was a kid. So anyways, that was just paper route money or whatever the heck it was, wherever I got money doing chores, weeding flower beds, who knows, gardening, raking leaves, mowing lawns, whatever it was, just making money somehow. So, yeah. So anyways, thank you for coming to this COVID and Coffee live stream, and we will definitely see you guys on the next